daughter-in-law angry. The prince disguised himself as another man to make his wife happy. As a result, he was almost arrested as a lover. Just now, the scheming White Lotus staged a bitter plan. Lure the prince to the princess to make decisions for himself. At this moment, Shen Yao is expressionless. The king heard. The princess hit someone because of a comb. Is there such a thing? Su Fang took the opportunity to pull the corner of the prince's clothes. Prince, don't be angry with my sister. It's old Jasper's maid's mouth is broken. Such a trivial matter has to bother the prince. On acting, Wenruoli will not lose to others. I saw him holding the broken comb with tears. Although it is a comb, but this is what my mother left me. Is it not worth mentioning? Who wants to be distressed and quickly go forward to wipe his tears? This king did not mean that. It's just that you hit people too much. Su Fang saw the prince speak for herself. Start pretending to be a good person. The prince is Fang Yi clumsy. I accidentally broke my sister's comb first. My sister should punish me. That's right, you did commit the following crime and collided with the princess. He should teach you a lesson. A word from a man directly stunned everyone present. This king wants you to take the initiative to admit your mistake. You will be grounded for 3 days to make amends to the princess. The scheming by Leon Wenyan was instantly dumbfounded. Even Wenruoli was confused. Of course, the princess also needs to reflect on herself. Next time, don't ask for it so impulsively. Fake education for daughter-in-law. But Wen Ruoxi knows. He did it on purpose to protect himself. It is the prince and concubine who will pay attention in the future. The picture of the warmth of the little couple. Su Fangyi was very puzzled. So, when I saw Wen Ruoxi enjoying the flowers alone by the pool water, he was grounded for 3 days. Has accumulated great resentment. He went up to them on purpose. Why does my sister always wear a veil? Isn't it hot to cover? What's with you? And Fang is also worried about her sister. I want to be with my sister. Get along well. After saying that, he stretched out his hand and took the veil of Wan Ruoxi, the prime minister. After seeing his face, Su Fangyi's expression was extremely exaggerated. Your face can last a second. He was given a big wall hole by Wen Ruoxi. Didn't you say I hit you last time? Then this time I really hit you. Su Fang had covered his stinging face with grievance. When I saw the maids around me approaching, he turned around and poured it into the pool water. I'm addicted again. Su Fangyi fluttered back and forth in the water, and keep yelling, sister, I was wrong. The maids rushed forward to save people one after another. When the prince arrived at the scene, he looked extremely wronged again. And Fang is so afraid that she will never see the prince again. The maid hurriedly came forward to express that the princess was bullying people. Not only hitting people, but pushing people into the water. After all, my lady is also the daughter of a book. Queen's cousin? Does the prince want to make the decision for my lady? After all, I was also taught by Princess Zheng. What is the difference between testing superiority and inferiority? Unexpectedly, the prince was furious. Not only will Wenruoli be banned, he also punished him for copying Desen Gold variety. After that, he directly left Wen Ruoxi. Leave with the scheming White Lotus. Su Fang has the upper hand this time. But he wasn't content with it. Now this bottle of medicine should also be sent to my sister. The other side, the grounded Wenruoli turned into a pig's head. You big pig hoof. Why? What's on this paper? Whose portrait is it? The deep voice scared Wenruoli's hair. I couldn't help shouting. What the hell is a man's face? No, nothing. It's a name for a handsome guy. But why are you here? This is the Central Palace. No, why? I miss you. So here it is. The man slowly leaned into his ear and whispered. The other party's light pick makes Wenruo on alert. Don't talk nonsense. I am the princess. Man puzzled. Isn't the identity of the princess used to hide from others? Why can't I think you like you? No, although I had to stay in the palace. But now my heart belongs. Wenruoli knows. I have already moved my heart towards the prince. Are you afraid of the shackles of the palace? As long as you speak, I can take you away any time. not of this world. When Roxy suddenly looked sad. To put it bluntly, he has nowhere to go at all. What? Did I say something wrong? No, you just said so. Makes me miss my home a little bit. You want to go back to Wanfu, not Wanfu? If I say I'm not from this era, it's from the future. Would you believe it? The man heard the words and was in place, obviously digesting the meaning of what he just said. Then just take it as nonsense. When Ruli understands in his heart such outrageous thing, no one would believe it. Unexpectedly, the other party suddenly took his hand. I believe you, because I can feel it. You are different from other women. Guan Ruli quickly pulled out her hand, but the other party is approaching again. Haven't you said these words to the prince? Wu Guan Ruli held the man in place with his hands. Why are you afraid he won't believe you? I guess you care about him, don't you? If the wrist is poked away from the face, I don't have you. Don't talk nonsense. But Shunyao didn't want to let go of this opportunity. Then do you like the prince or me? When Ruli was so scared that she bounced away from the tree. What about you? Why would you ask such a question? Then there was a knock on the door. Hearing that the person was Su Fangyi, when Ruli hurriedly pushed the man behind the screen. Why are we innocent? Don't you feel guilty? I only think of you as a friend to talk to. Don't let others misunderstand. Who do you mean by others? It's not you. You stay here for me. However, Su Fangyi vaguely heard a male voice outside the door. Is there anyone in my sister's room? Why do I seem to hear? Did you hear it wrong? I'm still grounded. No one is coming. When Ruli hurriedly interrupted and asked him what was the matter, Su Fangyi said that she came here to make amends. Then he took out a small medicine bottle and said it was the antidote. My sister studied some pharmacology. Know that there is a poison that looks down on the skin invisibly. My sister probably doesn't know that she is poisoned, right? So the wound has not healed for a long time. Why don't you try this? My sister also wants to take this opportunity to reconcile with my sister. When Ruli finally knows, that's the queen doing something to the blade. Although I don't know Su Fang. Why did she tell herself this? But he was still a little vigilant, seeing when Ruli returned to the house to find medicine. I walked out from behind the screen. He gave you medicine. You believe him, it's hard to say. His sudden and open courtship. Something was wrong. At the same time, Su Fangyi, who had left, quietly turned back. And I really heard the man's voice. When Ruli will see how you turn around this time.